its Dominion Mandate broadcast.
When we start fasting for this thing, they say, okay, there's going to be 7 days prayer and fasting. That was in early 80s. I will not. When we started and it gets to, let's say, 10 o'clock in the morning, all my system is a car. No. Did they say they shouldn't drink water? I will start from there. I will drink water small. Before you know it, guy. Did they say we shouldn't take kunu? I'll add kunu. And then before you know it, guy, no. I think what if I share my lunch into 2 and take half? It's all the same. So before you know it, one bowl of eba is divided into 2. I say, hey, how about saying so? Now it was difficult. It was difficult. So I didn't know how to pray and fast very well, as you see me today. Maybe that I live a fasted life now. How did I come about it? There was this sister, blessed sister, Sister Murna. I think she's married to somebody now in Madala here. Okay, this sister was not even an escort in the campus, but me, I was even a leader. But I didn't know how to pray and fast very well. I will have to struggle with others before we get to evening time. And throughout the day, it will look like they carried big stick and hit me with it. Okay, but one day, I had watched her life. They said the girl can fast. She could fast very well. And all the brothers were fearing her in the fellowship. Nobody will ever go to her and say, but now I want to marry you. You know the reason? Because they say her spiritual life was too much. Very high. Very high. So, even when we went for picnic, in those days, when we went for picnics, everybody will pay off. When they come across Mona, everybody will, they will run away. So, and me, I wanted to know how to pray and fast. I wanted to get close to her. It was impossible. I was fearing. Lest I talked to her and she said, I'm a carnal brother. I don't know how to pray and fast. So I did my this. But God called me one day. We went for picnic. We were the ones sharing food. So when I finished sharing the whole food now, I didn't have anybody. Everybody has taken his partner at the picnic ground and they had rejected her. She was the only one alone. So they said, bro, SJ, there's no problem. She doesn't have a partner. You go and stay with her. I said, oh, my own don't finish today. I went and sat down and discovered that sister was extremely very soft and simple and humble. No any wahala. The fear everybody was having about her was false. Very simple. So I sat down, she gave me her rice, I gave her my own rice, we ate and then we started talking. She said, let's talk about some other spiritual issues. What do you like doing most? I said, sometimes I like to sing. And I like to read my Bibles. I like to pray, but pray just simple prayer. But I like my own area that I like very much is evangelism. If I meet somebody now, bring him to Christ is very easy. He said, that's very good. But I said, I have a weakness. I won't hide it from you. Fasting, I don't know how to fast. And I learned that you can fast and pray very well. Can you teach me? That was like a member in my own church. I was a leader, she was a member. In fact, even there in the university, she was reading diploma, I was reading a degree. So we got into talking and she said, I used to be like you too. I didn't know how to pray and fast. But I came by it this way. When you discover that you can't fast from the beginning, just fast from 6 to 10. Then when you get used to 6 to 10, then you go to 6 to 12. When you get used to 6 to 12, then add it to 6 to 2. Then from there to 4. Then to 12, to 6. 6 to 6. And then you can even stay for days if you wish. I say, and truly the following week I started it. Before you knew what was happening, on my own I would declare several days. But where did I learn the secret from? From the womb of a sister in the fellowship. Don't be alone, please. I'm begging you. Don't be alone. Look at Proverbs 13:20. You see something there. The reason why a lot of people backslide very quickly is because of such things. Nobody around, you are alone, nothing happens. When temptation comes, you are alone. So the devil shakes you anyhow. No. Proverbs 13, is it, did I say 13? Yeah, 13 verse 20. What does it say? He that walketh with wise men shall be what? Wise. But a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Now look at the book of, how do I call it now? Now in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6. Is somebody getting blessed tonight?
Yes, sir.
Are you in 2 Corinthians? Now 2 Corinthians chapter 6. 2 Corinthians chapter 6, look at verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers? For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion had light with darkness? And what concord had Christ with Belial? Or what part had he that believeth with an infidel? And what agreement had the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God, as God hath said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Are you hearing what I'm saying now? You have no concord. Now, listen to me. If you don't have a very quality friend as a believer, then what kind of friend do you have? I found out that some of us are more free with people that are unbelievers. You can even discuss your secrets and everything with an unbeliever. Tomorrow, you bust the thing out. Okay? Now, listen to me. You cannot confide in a child of a devil. No matter how kind he may look, no matter how remorse, no matter how humble he may be looking today, he's a liar. It's just a matter of time. He will start showing you his or her true color. Somebody said, you see my own, I am, the way that man did to me, honestly, even a Christian cannot do me like that. You see, that's why I'm close to him. Very, very close to him. And he's going around. I've seen people who have gone so far, very, very far with unbelievers, and at the peak of their whatever, they were destroyed. I think I said an example of a very, very wealthy businessman in one of the churches in town who was becoming very, very popular. He could sponsor a lot of Christian projects, whether it was his church or not. Once he was there, he would sponsor the program. But a major little problem in his life was his little connection with unbelievers. And stories had it also show that it was an unbeliever that ended up killing him. Because nobody knew what killed him. He left Abuja healthy, went to Lagos healthy, Suddenly they telephoned that he was taken to hospital. And then right there he died. Those of you that are into business connections and all other things, please discover areas where the warmth of Christianity will affect your life. It's not everybody that comes along your way that you must do business with. No. In these days, I sent 2 of our vibrant young men to go and do a feasibility studies for us today in Kagerko, where our new church is about to start. And when they got there, even a Muslim advised them, please don't build your church in this other area where our own people are staying. Go to that other side and do it. Why was he saying that? That's an unbeliever knowing the problem that his own people have. And he will advise somebody of the danger of building a property in their own area. But some of us, we are like the, how they call what the psalmist says, it is like the horse and the mule. You must be bridled on every side. Some of us, even when we're into such kind of relationship, you know very well that your mind is telling you there is something, some dancing in your heart. You discover your heart is beating faster. That this thing you are doing, is like it's going to create wahala for you tomorrow. But you will close your eyes and say, no man, business is risk. Yeah, you enter. It's risk. It's not that kind of risk. That you have a very, very sound sensitivity in your spirit, and you'll be able to pick it from your spiritual sensory nerves. And yet you want to go into it. The day the thing will happen, or nobody will be there to help you. The best anybody can tell you is, sorry, oh, you passed through this like this. Yeah, sorry, and they will go. But you who has done the thing, it is you who will suffer it. So the earlier you lead such kind of thing, the better. The better. Don't be unequally yoked. There won't be warm there. If you discover any warm there, it's only temporal. It won't last. Very soon it will be disorganized. Have you ever seen occultists making friends?
No, sir.
No matter how trustworthy you are, they may drink the blood of each other, but listen to me, they still hate themselves. They won't take it. So what am I trying to say? These are the things we must understand. A young man wanted to be rich, so he followed his friends. But all of them were unbelievers. So they said they were going to meet one day in a particular place in the graveyard. That happened, I think it was in Lafia. It's a true story. So the man followed them. When it was night, they went to the graveyard. And they told him, when you go there, don't be afraid. Somebody will come out of the grave and talk to us. And in the process, don't be afraid. Okay? Don't behave as if you are afraid. Is it okay now? He said, yeah. So they went there. And suddenly they went there and invoked the spirit of the dead. And how do you call it? A spirit, a ghost came out and was talking. So the guy was afraid. The ghost gave him a very, very serious slap. His mouth twisted like this. And this other side swallowed like this. That was his life for the rest of his life. They came back. What happened? Hey, it was just accident. It was just accident. But his friends knew what really happened. Not the friends. Oh, when you tell them, don't follow him, and we're friends. Come on. No, they can't cheat. They gave him by the thing just swallowed this way. That was all. Do not be unequally yoked. When you ask of their names, such kind of people, your name is either Jonah, Matthew, or Sunday. Anybody's name here among those ones I've called? Thank you very much. So that you won't go out after the service and say, Pastor, can you repeat what you said in church? Somebody say amen. Amen. I say somebody say amen. Amen. I personally believe that we have an awesome task to choose people that we must go around with. You have that. So that you can be helped. There is warmth. When you cry one day and get to your brother or your sister, they should be able to understand you as a believer. They should be able to understand. See these wonderful people here. How will you not say you can't get warm here? You want to go out there. Samson woke up one morning and said, I've gone to Gaza. And while in Timnah, I was there. You must marry her for me. Before the parents say, are there not